What's going on, everybody? And in this week's lesson, we are gonna shred like John Petrucci. All right, we're gonna take a look at two different licks, two different style of licks that you'll see over their discography and throughout his playing, and hopefully get your shred or your alternate picking speed up to par or up to whatever you feel is good for you, because you don't have to shred super fast to enjoy these lines. All right, so I am in standard tuning. Down in the description below you can find the links for the tabs that you'll see fly across the screen. All right, let's jump in. Now, both of these licks happen to be from their hit Pull Me Under from way back when, but like I said, you can see variations of these licks on that album and then throughout their playing. So the first lick we're gonna look at is from the shred down at the end of the solo in Pull Me Under, and that's gonna sound and look like this. All right, now let's go through that really slow. Cool, so now the first thing about this lick, a couple things. One, it really just outlines the 3-note per string scale patterns, all right? And we are in the key of E minor, which should be a very common and comfortable key for metal, rock, progressive rock guitar, all right? So, and it's the same pattern, just shifting through the different positions and the strings, all right? So the first pattern is essentially this. You're gonna 12, 14, 15, and you're gonna start with your ring finger. 14, 15, 14, 12. You're gonna go down to the B string, and you're gonna play 4 notes in a row like that. 15, 13, 12, 10. Right, you have 2 groups of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And you can feel those accents. And we're just gonna shift that pattern all the way through this descending run. All the way down until we get to that note C. You can play it here, doesn't matter, we're not learning the song, okay? So we have this. If you're familiar with your 3-note per string patterns, and I'll include all the boxes on the tabs, right? But we're essentially, technically speaking, that's the Mixolydian box. And then you come here, that's the Lydian box. That's the Phrygian box. And that's the Dorian box. Now, all of those are from the same key. They're all the same notes per se, or the same family, but I just wanted to let you know where those are coming from, okay? Now, the other thing that we can talk about with this particular lick is the pick slanting. I know that's all the rage. And this one, you're gonna wanna be slightly down slanted, right? So that means your pick is here and then you're kind of down this way. That will allow you, when you upstroke on that note, to come down on the B string to cross your string without having to get out of your own way. And that's the point of those up slanting, down slantings. And you'll see the next lick we're gonna look at is an up slanting lick, okay? So let's take a look at that. The next one is from the little pre-chorus or whatever you wanna call it, where you come out of that. You do one of those crazy things, and you'll see this pattern a lot. Again, it's 3-note per string based, but then towards the end of it, he includes a little chromatic movement, right? 1, 2, 3, 4-ish kind of stuff. And you can see a more chromatic version of this lick in Under a Glass Moon and a lot of other things, right? So we're gonna be basically in 14th position, starting on the D string, and I like to play it like this: 17, 15, 14. Down and up those notes. Moving to the next string, 14, 16, 17, right? Pretty easy. And again, we were just talking about the down slanting. This one, you're gonna wanna slightly be up slanted this way, so I could, again, navigate that cross string cleanly without having to move or get out of my own way. Once you do that, you're gonna shift up a whole step with the pinky to 19. Do the same pattern. So again, we're gonna continue that same motion, but when we get to the B string, we're gonna add in those chromatic movements. And we're not gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 here with our fingers. We're actually gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I find it easier just shift up and stay with the first 3 fingers. 16, 17, 18, shift to 19, 18, 17, back up. And then end 17, 18, 19. So if we play that fast, it's gonna sound like this. Really fun lick to play. And if we do that nice and slow, kind of end on an upstroke there. It is a measure of 7/8, so it's a little weird if the timing feels weird, all right? And like I said, you can see a variation of that lick, very popular. That 4-note in a row chromatic thing in Under Last Moon, so you can check that out. Or the well-known Rock Discipline video that he released ages ago that has shaped so many guitar players. There's a fun little chromatic 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of exercise in there. But watch out for those, because it's those, if you spend a lot of time on those kind of exercises, it's almost like a pitfall, because you're not really, it's always the same accent pattern, always the same cross-stringing pattern, and when you mix other things in there, it can get kind of sloppy because you've spent so much time doing the same thing over and over again. All right, so there you go. 2 awesome shred down Petrucci licks to work on your shredding and your alternate picking. Down in the description below, you can find a link for the tabs for those. And as always, let me know what you come up with. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.